Hello friends, today we are going to discuss an important topic related to the TSPSC exams, that is policies and schemes of Telangana state government. The government has introduced hundreds of welfare programs and various development schemes since 2014. So the TSPSC has also included this topic in the syllabus for all the recruitment exams such as Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 4, Police Constables and Sub Inspectors, and also in Gurukul exams. So there have been so many schemes in the state for various sectors such as agriculture, SC/STs development, minority welfare, women development, and schemes for senior citizens, widows, and single women, and also for the unorganized labor such as auto drivers. And also there are various reforms in the police forces also, such as formation of she teams. Here we are going to discuss all these schemes in brief from the examination point of view. So you can frame the questions from this content. So the content is also included important statistical information related to all the schemes, along with the launch dates of the schemes and the purpose of the scheme and the target groups of various schemes. So let us start. First scheme is Mission Kakatiya. This is the most important program that has been launched by the Telangana government. The program is aimed at restoring around 46,000 water tanks in 5 years to provide irrigation source to about 25 lakh acres in Telangana state. The budget allocated for this scheme is 22,000 crore for the period of 5 years. This is an extremely important program of the government, on which it has so many stakes in terms of political mileage also. So as per the estimates, as of February 2017, nearly 20,000 tanks have been restored across the state. So as part of this mission, the activities such as distillation, repairing damaged sluices and weirs, restoring dilapidated tank beds, stone revetments and plugging seepages are carried out as part of this program. The program is being supervised by the Ministry of Agriculture under the leadership of T. Harish Rao. who has been the Minister for Agriculture in Telangana. So the main purpose of this program is to improve the groundwater level across the state by restoring thousands of water bodies which have been covered for various reasons. So the program is expected to give results such as improving production in farm sector and the growth of livestock, and also rejuvenating the economy as on a whole. Another important program of the Telangana state government is Mission Bhagiratha. The main aim of this program is to provide drinking water supply throughout the state, that includes towns and villages, and providing water for industrial needs also included in this program. So to implement this program, the government will be using water of perennial rivers and major reservoirs in the state, and the estimated cost of the project is 35,000 crore. So the main aim of this program is to ensure that no female member of a household would need to walk miles to carry a pot of water. That is the main purpose of this program. You have to remember this point. And another important program of the government of Telangana is Haritaharam, which is aimed at increasing the green cover of the state. So the present green cover of the state is 25.16% of the total geographical area, and the government is intended to increase this percent to 33% of the total geographical area. So this is the mainly the program where lakhs of saplings will be planted in villages as well as towns and cities. It was estimated that about 50 lakh saplings would be planted in Greater Hyderabad limits itself. So there are annual targets for this program. So another important scheme of the Telangana state is Kalyan Lakshmi or Shadi Mubarak program. This program is aimed at helping the poor people who have been under financial distress to marry their daughters from the SC, ST and minority communities. The government has decided to give out a one-time financial assistance of 51,000 at the time of marriage for brides in the state. Kalyana Lakshmi program is for SC and ST communities, and Shadi Mubarak scheme is for minority communities. So there are various eligibility requirements to receive the benefits under these programs. So both the schemes have been commenced from October 2nd, 2014, and aimed at financial assistance for the marriage of unmarried girls who have completed 18 years of age at the time of marriage, and also whose parental income does not exceed 2 lakhs per annum. This is another important eligibility requirement. The next program is Arogya Lakshmi program. So the Telangana government provides one nutritious meal every day to pregnant and lactating women, and also children below the age of 6 years through Anganwadi centers. The scheme was launched on January 1st, 2015 by the Chief Minister. So under this Arogya Lakshmi program, 200 ml of milk will be given for pregnant and lactating women for 25 days a month, along with one egg each day with the meal. And children aged between 7 months and 3 years are provided with 16 eggs a month in addition to the food packet. And for the children aged between 3 and 6 years, one egg a day in addition to the rice, dal, vegetables and snacks will be supplied. So the quantity of the food items that are being supplied under the scheme has been increased for all the categories. The Asra pensions is another important program of Telangana government. So as part of this program, the government has introduced the security system for the most vulnerable sections of the society, particularly the old and infirm, people with HIV/AIDS, widows, incapacitated waivers and tardy tappers, who have lost their means of livelihood because of age factor. So to meet the day-to-day needs of all these sections, the government has introduced this program scheme called Asra, in order to support their day-to-day living, to lead a life of dignity and social security. So the pension amount has been increased from 200 to 1000 under this scheme. For the old aged widows, weavers and tardy tappers and AIDS patients, and the disabled persons will get 500 will get 1500 rupees as pension, under this scheme. Another important program of the government is housing for the poor people of the state. This scheme is aimed at providing quality and respectable housing to the poor people of the state, where 2 and 3 storied buildings with 2 BHK flats will be constructed in urban and semi-urban areas. And rural areas, the independent houses will be constructed in the rural areas under the same scheme of housing for the poor. As part of this program, the government has taken up a pilot project at IDH colony in Boygoda. You have to remember this point. This is the pilot project implemented at IDH colony in Boygoda. Another important program of the state government is land distribution to Dalits. This is the significant welfare scheme of the government, which aimed at providing 3 acres of agricultural land to all the landless SC women, and there will be a provision for creation of irrigation facilities, land development and other agricultural inputs for the sustained livelihood of Dalit families in the state. So the government has distributed about 2,524 acres of land under this program in the first year of the implementation. Rice distribution is another welfare scheme of the state, where it has been estimated that about 87.57 lakh eligible families will be benefiting from this program. The program has been launched on 1st January 2015. So under this rice distribution scheme, 6 kgs of rice per each person at the price of 1 rupee per kg will be distributed to all the eligible families. There is no ceiling on the number of members in the family. So the government has also started supplying superfine rice, that is called Sanavayam, to social welfare schools and hostels as part of this program. The government has also taken several measures to strengthen the security system in the state, where the entire transport system of the Hyderabad and Cyberabad police has been renovated. The government has supplied more than 3,800 plus new vehicles to the police department. That includes cars and about 1,500 motorcycles. So with this, it is expected that the police department will respond quickly to the complaints. She teams is another innovative and important program of the Telangana government. So this is aimed at providing security to the women and girls. The program has been started after the recommendations of a committee headed by a IAS officer Ponam Malakondaya. So forming she teams is an important recommendation of this committee. So it is aimed at keeping a tab on the utilizers and stalkers in crowded places. So the program, which has been started initially in Hyderabad and Cyberabad police commissionerates, has been expanded to all the districts after the encouraging results. Input subsidy scheme is the latest program that has been launched by the Telangana government. So the program is aimed at crediting 4,000 rupees per acre into each farmer's account towards the cost of purchasing fertilizers. This is called the input subsidy scheme. It is estimated that the program will be helpful for about 55 lakh farmers across the state. So the government has also launched a massive land survey before going to implement this program. So it is assumed that the scheme will be effectively implemented after the proper survey and record of all the lands in the state. So the scheme is yet to be launched, and it is expected to be launched in 2018 after the reformation of land records, revision of land records in the state. So maternity leave scheme is another important scheme of the Telangana government. So under this program, all the government women employees will be sanctioned a 90-day special leave apart from 3 months maternity leave. So there have been special facilities for the women who are getting their deliveries done in government hospitals. KCR's kit is the latest one among the policies of the state. Under the scheme KCR kit, 16 essential items will be supplied to the mother for a newborn child through the scheme Amavodi. Pregnant women living in the remote agencies are brought to the hospitals, and transport will be provided for her after the delivery. So midday meal scheme is the another flagship program of the state government. under which the scheme will be implemented with the fine rice, that is Sannabiyam. So apart from this, the government is also implementing various welfare schemes for the student community, that are fee reimbursement and pre-metric and post-metric scholarships, along with scholarships for graduate, postgraduate and professional education students. So the government has also introduced English medium schools throughout the state in a big way, under the concept of Gurukulam schools. Thousands of schools have been started for SC, ST, minority and BC communities. Study circles is another important program launched for the student community. These study circles will provide free coaching for the SC, ST, BC students who are preparing for the competitive examinations. Apart from this, Dr. Ambedkar Overseas Scholarship Scheme is also there for the SC students. Subsidized meal for 5 rupees is another scheme of the KCR government. So under this scheme, every individual will have a proper meal for just 5 rupees, which is subsidized by the government. In Hyderabad, a meal is given to the poor at a nominal price of 5 rupees per plate. Own Your Auto scheme is another important program of the government. Through this program, autos are distributed to the minority youth with 50% subsidy. So the government has also started backward classes finance corporation to carry out various welfare schemes for most backward classes in the state. So this is the separate finance corporation for most backward classes. So apart from this, the government has also launched various programs for Adwa and Kurma communities in the state. Sheep breeding is the important scheme among them for Adwa and Kurma communities. The program has already been launched and sheep have been distributed for the eligible beneficiaries. Sada Bainama is another important measure of the government in the land revenue sector. So under this scheme, the farmers who have been cultivating lands for a long time but do not have any land records with them will be given an opportunity to register their lands with the government authorities, so that the details will be entered into the revenue records. So this scheme is called Sada Bainama, agreements written on plain paper. The meaning of Sada Bainama is agreements written on plain paper. So the farmers who have been cultivating the land below 5 acres in rural areas can register their lands with free of cost. No registration fee will be charged for these Sada Bainama registrations. So the government has also launched another important scheme, that is 10 lakhs for each family of the martyrs who laid down their lives for the cause of separate Telangana state before 2014. So the government has sanctioned 10 lakh rupees per each family, besides one job to the eligible person in the family. So the government has also launched SCST Special Development Fund for the upliftment of SC/ST communities. Previously, it was known as SC/ST Subplan. So the bill has also been passed by the Legislative Assembly and Council to this effect, and the funds granted in the budget for SC/ST communities will directly go to the SC/ST Development Fund and will be spent by the SC/ST Development Ministry. Two-bedroom housing scheme is another important welfare scheme of the government of Telangana. The program is aimed at giving proper shelter to the poor people in rural and urban areas. The scheme has been successfully launched and being implemented in all the areas of the state. So these are the important welfare schemes of the government of Telangana. So you can expect questions from all these schemes, as most of these are extremely innovative and popular. So you can frame your own objective multiple choice questions with the help of this content. So it's better to concentrate on the name of the scheme and its main purpose, and also the amendments that have been made during the implementation of the schemes. Thank you.